Welcome to a brand new series of The Gadget Show. A series packed with some of the biggest, most audacious and exciting challenges we've ever faced, all designed to test cutting-edge gadgets to the very limits.
And in the first show of the series, we start with the biggest, boldest and maddest gadget transport race ever.
Then we use some awesome vehicles to test the toughest cases in the world to the edge of destruction to find what is the very safest way of transporting your gadgets.
John enlists the help of Radio 1 DJ Scott Mills to test multimedia players.
And Dallas meets the most advanced military robots in Britain as they battle it out in a contest like no other. Welcome to a brand spanking new series of The Gadget Show.
And it's going to be the best series of The Gadget Show ever.
How do you know?
I don't know, all right? I'm just feeling really good, OK? I'm going to be honest with you, it's great to be back in the seat, all right? Yeah. Back at the helm of the good ship Gadget, steering the sometimes murky waters of technology. We've got some great gadgets to show you. Susie hasn't fallen off anything yet. We're a minute in. That's good. I've got a great shirt and tie combo going on. It's going to be amazing.
Can I move on?
You can.
OK, we're going to start then with the first part of this week's challenge, a gadget challenge based on the idea of transport.
Yeah, and what better way to start it than with a race? But not just any kind of race. Oh, no. This was going to be the maddest, baddest transport race you could possibly imagine ever in the history of Mad Bad Gadget races.
The aim? To find out exactly what is the fastest personal transport gadget you can buy. The method? Ambitious to say the least. We had assembled not only the very cream of gadget vehicles from right around the world, but also the very cream of British racing talent to ride them all.
Yay! From fifth gear presenters to world rally champions, pro skaters and us three. Of course, this was going to be big, really big.
Heading the pack was me on the Easy Glider, my favourite personal transport vehicle ever.
And me in my very own Sinclair C5. Dallas and Tom Ford started in third and fourth on the awesome electric Opti bike and mini Hummer golf cart, respectively.
If you look at all these other people, they are relatively unprotected. I'm going to use this to my advantage by squashing them, running them over and knocking them off.
In fifth and sixth were two pro skaters on electric skateboards, and in seventh was British rally champ Guy Wilkes in an off-road buggy, and in eighth was pro driver Guy Harrington on a petrol-powered scooter.
Then it was two Segway-type vehicles, one ridden by a former Speedway champion.
11th and 12th were a GT champion on the electric Urban Mover mountain bike and the bike-like Body Buddy ridden by a pro skater.
Me and my Body Buddy, we're going to take this.
Then the golf carts, driven by GT champion James and GT driver Jeremy.
It was an all-electric in 15th and 16th with touring car champion Darren on the Go-Ped electric scooter and pro skater Josh on a 20-mile-an-hour 8-ball.
Bringing up the rear was the electric Razor scooter and pro mountain boarder Dave on the motorised Excite bike.
As we lined up on the grid, it was obvious this was going to be mayhem. And when you've got a race like that, there's only one person that could possibly commentate on it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hand you over to the legend that is Murray Walker.
And it's go, go, go. Everyone's off the line safely, and that's amazing. Let's hope it stays that way for all 10 laps of this tricky course. GT driver Guy Harrington's taken an early lead on his petrol-powered Go-Ped scooter. With a top speed of 30 miles an hour, he must be a contender. But there's a long way to go yet. The pack's beginning to space out as the most powerful vehicles fight their way to the front. If I was out there, I wouldn't want to get too close to that mini Hummer, especially as it's being driven by fifth gear's resident Wookiee, Tom Ford. Believe it or not, that 8 grand Hummer is actually a golf cart with a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
Hiya, Sue! There's some cheating going on here! They're all cheating!
There's Jason going old school in his Sinclair C5, and he's looking good. The C5 can do 15 miles an hour, but Jason's already been overtaken by pretty much everyone.
Look at him, mocking me! This vehicle's older than he is!
And look at that! Dallas Dallas and Jason nearly came together there, but Jason's done the gentlemanly thing and let him through. On his battery-powered Optibike that can reach speeds of 20 miles an hour without even pedalling, Dallas is certainly in with a shout of victory.
It's really, really effortless. And you just fly along on this, it's just fantastic. I want one of these.
British rally champion Guy Wilkes is flying too on the superb little petrol-driven 30-mile-an-hour Go-Ped Trail Ripper. He may look like something out of Mario Kart, but he's seriously motoring. Well, the golf carts are well out of it now, and they've started showboating. 8 and 10 miles an hour top speed's fine for the fairway, but they don't stand a chance in this race. And look, I don't believe it. Now they've stopped for a quick 9 holes. Back on the track, Susie's in a stately 10th position on her electric-powered Easy Glider. But at a maximum speed of 12 miles an hour, she'll be lucky to make the podium this time.
Believe it or not, I've got the throttle pinned wide open. This is as fast as I can go.
And now we're into the last few laps, and it's a three-way fight between the Go-Ped Scooter in first, the Go-Ped Trail Ripper in second, and Dallas Campbell on the Optibike in third. But look, debris on the track, that's dangerous. It's been left by those showboating golf carts, and gallant Guy Wilkes has stopped to move it.
I don't know, golfing thing.
And now he's lost his second place to Dallas on the Optibike. Incredible! There are little battles going on all over the course. Nobody's giving up. Guy Wilkes is up and running again. And look at this, on the last lap, he's fought his way back to take the lead in his Trail Ripper. But the Go-Ped Scooter is right behind him. And yes, the Scooter's taken it right on the line, and the Trail Ripper ends in second with the Gadget Show's Dallas Campbell on his Optibike in third. What an incredible race!
Woohoo! I'm last!
Fantastic.
Such good fun.
A track full of, you know, thoroughbred racing champions.
I know, all those champions and us.
Yes, you and I.
Well, we weren't victorious, were we? But Dallas did well, got on the podium, flying the flag for the Gadget Show.
He did, and that Optibike he was riding, you know, again, proven to be a fantastic piece of technology.
Yeah, but what about the Go-Ped? That was the winner.
Absolutely.
Superb transport gadget. And actually, 5 years ago, when we started the Gadget Show, our first ever show, we had a transport race. And I had the Go-Ped, and I won the race.
You did, yeah, you see, so it's a gadget with a winning pedigree. Right, time for a break now, but after that...
John checks out the best and sexiest ways to enjoy music and video on the move, testing touchscreen multimedia players with the help of Radio 1 DJ Scott Mills.
And Dallas gets to meet some very, very clever robot soldiers.
Welcome back. Now, I want to talk to you about this, Apple's new iPod Touch. Just like the old one, it's basically an iPhone without the phone bit. But that still makes it one of the slickest multimedia players around, with its Wi-Fi connectivity and gorgeous touchscreen interface. But as always with iPods, the question is it the multimedia player I should actually buy, or are we all being just too distracted by the shiny? Well, to find out, I recruited the help of Radio 1 DJ Scott Mills and set out to compare the new Touch against two of its most promising competitors. Being a top DJ and a burgeoning TV star, Scott needs to take all his media content with him when he goes on tour. So what's he looking for in a multimedia player?
I just need something quite simple to use and also something that I wouldn't lose.
Scott and I would be testing our media players for sound and video quality and checking their ease of use along the way.
Well, we've got 3 here, all of which have sort of touch screens, so they should be very intuitive and easy to use. Starting with this one, it's new, it's called the Spin.
The iRiver Spin is the smallest of our players with a 3.3-inch screen. It comes in 4, 8 or 16GB versions, all with an unusual combination of touchscreen and toggle wheel. To load music and video onto the Spin, you simply plug it into your computer via USB, then drag and drop any files you want from one to the other. But what was the sound quality like? This was the actual sound we recorded from the Spin, and it wasn't too shabby.
Actually quite good. A little bit kind of thin.
It's not that easy to use, this thing, is it?
It does flip around a bit, yeah. Good?
I think I agree with you. I've heard better and I've heard worse. What?